I've been asked about the greatest Royal Rumble. I don't have the channel anymore. I don't have the network on my subscription. So I'm just going to read through the results. I avoided the spoilers. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the results. I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion of how things went. We're live from King Abdullah Sports City. There are no women. I'm just kidding. Casket match, blah, 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 blah. Back to the panel, and Jim Ross joined Saxton. Wow, they pulled out the big guns, even Jim Ross. Triple H versus John Cena. Why? Was there any talk about why? John Cena's out next. Is Triple H greeting fans at ringside? Young Cena fans. They lock up, go at it. Triple H overpowers and shoves Cena. Triple H mocks Cena's "You Can't See Me." Why wasn't this the match at WrestleMania? Back and forth. Triple H counters an AA attempt to nail a pedigree. Close 2 count. Cena locks in the STF. Back and forth. Cena goes on to hit the AA catapult in the corner and another AA for the pin. After the match, Cena stands tall as his music hits. Cena hits the corners and pose. Cena takes the mic and says it's an honor and privilege to be here. Regardless of what's going on in the world, he was not going to miss the event. Cena thanks the Kingdom for their hospitality that extends far past today. Thanks everyone again for allowing him to be part of something special. Tells everyone to enjoy the rest of the show and leaves as his music hits. Perfect. John Cena as the crowd warmer, as the opener against Triple H. Perfect. For a big event, that's perfect. Kalisto versus Cedric Alexander. Lucha. Cedric blocks Salida del Sol, turns that into lumbar check for the pin. After the match, Cedric clutches the title, recovers his music hits. We go over replays. Cedric hits the corner and poses and raises the title. No surprise there. I don't expect Kalisto to beat Cedric Alexander. They're building him up. Match for the vacant tag titles, The Bar versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Matt and Cesaro start things off. They play to the crowd as Matt gets the delete chant going. Cesaro tries for a quick kick, but Matt blocks it and drops him. Wyatt tags in. Double team to floor Cesaro. Yada, 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 yada. Wyatt and Cesaro tag in at the same time. Wyatt unloads and takes Cesaro to the corner. Matt tags in and they hit the elevated twist of fate on Sheamus for the pin and the titles. After the match, Wyatt and Hardy pose with the titles as the music hits. Right tag team champions and leave them together, please. U.S. title match between Jinder Mahal and Jeff Hardy. Singh gets involved, but Hardy nails him. Jinder comes from behind and goes for the Kalash, but Jeff counters. They trade pin attempts, and Jeff nails a twist of fate. Jeff goes to the top for a pop now, nails a swanton and covers for the pin. After the match, Jeff grabs the title and celebrates as his music hits. We go to replays. Hardy celebrates and gets a standing ovation from the crowd. This is a happy show. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys. All the good guys are winning. They do this sometimes. It's kind of funny when they do it. It happened at a WWE event I saw not that long ago where I was like, oh, all the good guys are going to win tonight. This is going to be fun. Kids love it, and it's good for an event like this. This is set really to promote WWE in Saudi Arabia, and I agree that leaving the women off the show sucks for the women, but again, it's a cultural thing, and that's just the way it works. Byron Saxton joins Booker T, Jerry Lawler, and Jim Ross on the panel. Why? Why does Byron have a job? I hope they all turn to him just quietly, and nobody says anything to him. It's just he starts to talk and they all just collectively look at him and shake their head and turn away. I don't know. Like, I'm not a hater of Byron Saxton. I just don't know what he brings to the team. To quote The Office or Office Space, what would you say it is you do here? Tag team title match, Usos versus Bludgeon Brothers. This clearly is going to go to the Bludgeon Brothers. Usos double team. Rowan and Harper double team Jimmy in the ring some more, and Rowan covers for the pin. After the match, Rowan and Harper stand tall with their titles. As we go to replays, they pose over Jimmy with the titles in the air as a referee checks on them. That doesn't surprise me at all. They're building up the Bludgeon Brothers. They're these big, rough, bad guys with these fake hammers. They're not real, or they'll kill people. You don't want to see them kill people. I mean, after the sledgehammer, I guess you have to get bigger hammers. I'm looking forward to the guy who comes out someday driving a truck and there's a hammer in the back of the pickup. Hammer guy, And then it'll be like made out of styrofoam or something so you can pick it up out of the truck. They'll be like, by God, he picked up the hammer. He picked up the hammer. He picked up the hammer. And everybody will go crazy. I should watch it, or else somebody watching this will pick up that idea. Ladder match for the Intercontinental title. This is the one I wanted to see. Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Seth Rollins. To me, and I haven't read it yet, it's obvious to me that they're going to leave the title on Seth. I can't see them switching the title. Bell rings, everybody trades looks, blah, 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 blah. These matches are always such clusters. There's usually a lot of spots, big spots. Joe runs in and stops Balor. They go at it. Balor drops Joe with an overhead kick. Balor climbs, but Joe pulls him down and goes for the coquina clutch. Balor escapes and nails a double stomp. Balor ends up on Joe's shoulders but slides out. Joe drops Balor with the uranage. Uranage. Is that really what it's called? Okay. That should be the name of a move that you kick the guy in the bladder. Uranage. Oh, God. The ring. Somebody clean the ring. Balor comes back and climbs up for the title, but Rollins springboards up out of nowhere on the apron, lands on the ladder, and grabs the title, falling to the mat for the win. After the bell, Balor's left at the top of the ladder, looking shocked at how Rollins came out of nowhere to grab the title, like an RKO, I guess. Joe backs up the ramp while Miz is down on the floor. We go to replays. We come back to Rollins celebrating as his music plays. Balor is bleeding from above his eye. We get a video package on the WWE tryouts held in Jeddah. Shinsuke versus AJ Styles. This was probably a great match. AJ launches Nakamura into the barrier at the 8 count. The referee counts both superstars out. Double count out. I admire that. Great feuds should have double countouts. WWE is somehow scared to do it more often than they do. It's frustrating as a fan to see a non-result, and yet you really want to see the rematch. So you can have all kinds of awesome things happen during the match to advance the storyline, and then there's a next match. After the bell, AJ continues beating on Nakamura at ringside. AJ charges and crashes into Nakamura, sending them both over the barrier at the timekeeper's area. AJ with a steel chair shot to the back. AJ brings Nakamura back into the ring, but Nakamura rolls right back out the other side. Fans boo. AJ springboards from the ring to the floor, taking Nakamura down again. AJ's music hits as he looks on from the ramp. Referee checks on Nakamura as AJ returns to the ring to raise the title while his music plays. That's how you do it. That's perfect. That's great. Casket match, Rusev versus Undertaker for some reason. I don't understand why. Undertaker slowly marches to the ring. Well, yeah, of course. Old school, Taker. Well, that was way longer than Taker's match with Cena. Taker looks back at the casket, picking Rusev up and tossing him into it. English runs in the ring before the lid closed. Taker runs around and turns around and chokeslams English. Taker cuts the throat, and I think they mean this, and grabs English for a tombstone powder. I don't think he actually cut his throat, but it looks like, I mean, if Taker's going to commit to the bit that far, okie dokie, but I don't think they can. It is a different culture. Tombstone piledriver in the middle of the ring for a pop. Taker rolls English into the casket with Rusev and slams the door shut on Rusev Day for the win. Vince has literally buried Rusev Day. Let that sink in. Rusev is the most over guy on SmackDown, and they're still booking him as a heel. And I don't understand it because the fans love him. After the match, Taker stands tall as the music hits. Taker looks around the crowd as we go to replays, which sounds funny. It's like Taker standing there going, like he's looking for the wife, like, Sarah out there? You're not married to Sarah anymore. Oh, right. Michelle. Right, yeah, I'm married to Michelle now. I gotta get this tattoo off my neck. I always thought that don't ever tattoo a woman's name on your neck. People will remember. Taker poses in the middle of the ring as pyro goes off around the stadium. Deadman exits the ring and stops at the casket before marching up the ramp. Stops at the stage, looks back at the ring, turns back around and raises his fist in the air as the lightning strikes. And then steel cage match for the WWE Universal title, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Speculation going into this match is, of course, that Brock's on his way out. He signed this short-term deal. This match is only meant to get Roman over because Roman wasn't going to get over at WrestleMania, so Brock gets the win. Let's see if those reports were right or if they were wrong. Out comes Reigns, blah, 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 blah. German spears. I mean, okay, all right. So people argue with me on this, right? They're like, you're just one of these guys online that just complains all the time. You're just like all the rest of them. Okay, well, let's take a look at the moves. They stare each other down as the Beast enters the cage. We get a formal ring introductions. Heyman, they size each other up. Lesnar catches and delivers German suplex 1. Another German suplex. Another German suplex. You know what? Let's set this up properly. All right, let's do this right, shall we? So, okay, first off, this is way off kilter. There we go. F5. Superman punch. Okay, so we got 3 German suplexes so far. Let's go ahead and score this. Lesnar with a 3rd German suplex. Lesnar stalks Reigns and hits a 4th German suplex. Bam. Lesnar scoops Reigns and drops him in the middle of the ring with the F5. Bam. So we got 5 moves from Lesnar, 4 Germans, and 1's an F5. Lesnar smiles down at Reigns and grabs him for another F5. Reigns slides out this time and nails Superman punch. Bam. Reigns with a 2nd Superman punch to stun Lesnar. Reigns hits a 3rd Superman punch. Reigns calls for the spear now. Reigns charges, but Lesnar scoops him up for the F5. But Reigns escapes to the cage wall. Reigns climbs up and gets one leg over the top of the cage, but Lesnar grabs him. Lesnar drops Reigns while they're both on top of the cage now. Both on the top rope now. Reigns falls to the mat. Lesnar climbs to the top of the cage. Lesnar's moving slow, allowing Reigns to recover and grab him. I hate that. Hate it. Reigns forces Lesnar to come back to the top rope. Reigns brings Lesnar back to the mat with a powerbomb. Oh, there's a move. So all the other grappling, that's all at the top of the cage. I'm not going to count those as actual moves. Lesnar gets right up. So he no-sold the powerbomb. Awesome. Reigns brings Lesnar back to the mat with a powerbomb. Lesnar gets right back up. Heyman looks concerned. We see Samoa Joe backstage watching the match as he will face Reigns at Backlash on May 6th. Reigns nails Lesnar and tosses him into the steel a few times. That's just brawling. Reigns hits 2 spears on Lesnar now. Bam. Reigns waits for Lesnar to get up and hits another spear. Bam. Reigns is slow to cover and Lesnar kicks out at 2. Lesnar comes back and drops Reigns with an F5. After the cage door is open. So there's another F5. And a few assists from Heyman at ringside. Heyman slides a steel chair into the cage now. Reigns with more offense to keep Lesnar down in the corner. Which I guess is just brawling. Reigns with 3 stiff chair shots to Lesnar's back. And another. Reigns drops the chair and calls for Superman punch. Lesnar gets up and Reigns connects with the punch. Another Superman punch. Reigns drops the chair. Yeah, okay, never mind. Reigns charges with a spear, but they both go flying through the side of the cage. Both land on the floor at the same time, but Lesnar's announced as the winner because he made contact with the floor first. With this announcement, everyone is shocked at the finish. Both are still down on the outside as Heyman looks on with the title. We go to replays of the spear, and Lesnar did hit the ground first. Heyman checks on Lesnar, but he and Reigns are still down. We go to more replays. We come back to Lesnar and Heyman marching up the ramp. Lesnar stops to look at the carnage. The announcers hype WWE Backlash and send us to a promo. There's your world title match. There's it. That's your universal title match. And people wonder why we rail against it. Because AJ and Shinsuke can tear the roof off the place, and Lesnar and Reigns aren't booked that way. Notice I'm not saying they can't wrestle. I'm not saying that Roman and Brock can't wrestle. Roman can. I don't know that Brock cares. I think Brock's just like, all right, I'm going to throw some Germans. I'm going to throw a couple F5s, and I'm going to pin him. And they're like, wait, can you throw in a few extra Germans to at least make it look like he's tough? Yeah, alright, whatever. I don't know. I'm going home to Sable. This is their problem. Alright, that's done. Let's take a look at the 50-man Royal Rumble. I don't care who the big surprises are. I don't. Oh, hell. Let's go ahead and look. Out first, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler. Sin Cara at number 3. I'm not even looking at who gets thrown out. Curtis Axel at number 4. Mark Henry, number 5. Where's number 6? Number 6 is Mike Kanellis. Next is Hiroki Sumi. It's number 7. Victor of the Ascension is out next. Kofi Kingston is next. At 10 is Tony Nese. Hornswoggle at 11. Or no, 12, because Dash Wilder was out at 11. Then Hornswoggle, Primo Cologne. Number 14 is Xavier Woods. Bo Dallas. Kurt Angle comes out at 16. Scott Dawson comes out. Goldust at 18. Connor at 19 from Ascension. Elias is 20th. Rhino 21. Drew Gulak 22. No, Gallows. Gallows is 21. Then Rhino at 22. Gulak at 23. Tucker Knight at 24 from NXT. '26 Fandango. Chad Gable 27. Rey Mysterio at 28. Mojo Rawley at 29. 30 is Tyler Breeze. Big E comes out at 31. Carl Anderson at 32. Rude? When did Rude get in there? I don't remember missing Rude. Yeah, I missed Rude. Bobby Roode came in somewhere in there. Paulo Cruz. Roderick Strong of Undisputed Era comes in. It's a shame they threw away his... And I'm saying threw away because it's a pay-per-view, but it's not. Like, Roderick Strong is an excellent wrestler. I watched him in ROH. It's a shame that he gets thrown into this. Next man out is Randy Orton. Heath Slater. Number 37 is Babatunde. I'm not even going to try it. Because I haven't seen him wrestle, and I'm not even going to try that last name. Baron Corbin's out next. Titus O'Neil. Braun Strowman's at number 41. So he'll just dump a bunch of guys. Hawkins. Ty Dillinger. Bobby Lashley at number 44. Oh, Great Khali at 45. Khali dropped Braun Strowman? Really? Strowman and Lashley team up on Khali and eliminate him. Okay, so Strowman by himself can defeat the Bar, but he needs help to knock out Great Khali. Yeah, alright, sure, because Sheamus and doesn't matter. Just relax, Shannon, just relax. Kevin Owens comes out next. And then Shane McMahon. What the hell? What? Next entrant, Shelton Benjamin. Big Cass at 49. And number 50's Chris Jericho. Winner of the Greatest Royal Rumble, Braun Strowman. So, Cass eliminated Daniel Bryan. After the match, Braun stands tall as we go to replays. We come back to the ring, and Vince McMahon's in the ring with local Saudi official and Braun. They present the large trophy and the Greatest Royal Rumble title belt to Strowman. Strowman raises the title in the air as Vince cheers him on. Braun stands tall as local music plays. Local music plays? And the pyro, like, they put the radio on to tell them, come on guys, wrap it up. Braun stands tall as local music plays and the pyro goes off in and around the stadium. The Greatest Royal Rumble event goes off the air. It was a lot of people. Yeah, no Sami Zayn. Yeah, so it happened. There you go. There's my live reaction to all of it. I don't mind that I missed it, to be honest. You guys can let me know in your comments in the comment section below what you thought of it, if you watched it. what you thought of this match in particular with Roman and Brock. Yeah. Anyways, it's sort of an event that happened. I look at all these guys that are in there. I knew Rey Mysterio was going to be in it. I don't see any really big holy crap moments. It's like their holy crap moments are more nostalgic. And I think because there's so many wrestlers in WWE right now, it's really kind of hard to surprise us. Adam Cole really needed to be in that Greatest Royal Rumble. I'm just throwing that out there. Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole, I really think, is the future of the company. The Undisputed Era is going to be amazing, but they're going to have to wait their turn. Sanity's up. No sign of sanity in this one either. I mean, you could have done so many things, but of course, I think they screwed up with sanity because Nikki Cross isn't coming up. Why? Why were there no women at all in this event? Yeah, the women's revolution, only when it pays you. When a country's paying you that says keep the women out of it, you go, okie dokie. This is why I have reservations about the women's revolution. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you again soon.